Hey everyone, Chelsea here from So Simple Home. I am very excited about today's project. I know I'm excited about all of our projects, but this is a project that has actually been on the books for years. I'm not even lying to you. This is a nightgown. This is basically a t-shirt dress. So this is I think this is the size 10. She's kind of in between an 8 and a 10, so it might actually be an 8 wide and then a 10 length because she's pretty tall. Pattern is free. You can get it on the blog. There's a link in the description. A couple of things to note. This is a long sleeve pattern. So if it's the summer, you might not want the long sleeve. You can definitely alter it and make it short sleeve. If you don't like the long sleeve, you could also make it into like a cap sleeve or a gathered sleeve or whatever works for you. But she is, like I said, super skinny. She's just a tiny little thing and she gets cold all the time. So I went with the long sleeve, especially because we wear a lot more pajamas in the winter months and nightgowns. So, and like I said, you could definitely alter the long sleeve and make it into a short sleeve if you want. But for this freebie, I just kept it as a long sleeve just for ease. Alright, next what you're going to need, you're going to need some knit fabric of your choosing for the nightgown. And then you're going to need, I did a contrast for my sleeves, so that's what that is. Then you're going to need the neckband, so make sure to check the cutting chart on the pattern so you know the size of the neckband that you need. And this we're going to work on our nightgown. Now, the way that we're going to sew this nightgown is not necessarily the most traditional method. It's a very quick method, which is why I like it. And it's great for those that are just starting out sewing with knits. And so that's one of the reasons we're going to do it. Okay, so I have my nightgown. This is my front. You can see my neckline slightly lower. This is my back. And what we're going to do is put them right sides together, like this, and we're going to match these two shoulder seams, and we're just going to sew one of the shoulders, not both, just one. So we're going to do this one over here just so we can see that front a little bit. And again, we're sewing at 3/8 of an inch and just sew in the shoulder. Okay, so just one, just this guy. All right, and now we're going to take our piece for our neckline. We're going to put our wrong sides together, hot dog style. So we'll have this really long neckband, right? And let me open this up so you can kind of see it a little bit better. So here's my neckline, right? This is my other shoulder seam. So what we're going to do is we're going to stitch the neckline around all the way to this side over here, like that. Okay, we're going to stitch the neckline around, right sides together, because when we're done, we'll flip the neckline up like this and the seam will be on the inside of the material, if that makes sense. Okay, now some people will do both shoulders and then put the neckline in, but like I said, this is an easy way to do it if you're a beginner and you're still kind of trying to figure out how to sew on knit fabrics. So I'm going to match up my neckline, my neckband, to the actual neck. And this time I'm actually just going to sew at 1/4 of an inch. I'm not doing that 1/8 of an inch. And on this you will need to stretch your neckband just a little bit. You don't have to stretch it a ton, but you do need to stretch it some as you go. And what that's going to do is it's going to make the neck so that it'll pull over the head and expand, but also so that it's small enough that it doesn't look like it's gappy. Nobody wants a gappy neck. It looks awful. right, so there's my neckline. And we're gonna just push it forward like that, you see? So let's do this again because it's a little bit easier to see if we go this way, but then it falls off my table, so. There. So this is the sewn part of the neckline. We see it's sewn, and then if we fold it over, then it's finished. You see that? Now the next thing that you want to do for sure is press it, because you want that neckline to be pressed towards the inside so it doesn't pop up. And then the other thing that you can do, and I'm just going to give you this as an option, it's not a requirement, but you can, again, zigzag around the edge to ensure that this part of the neckline stays underneath. But that's totally up to you. I'm not going to do that step right now because I think it's going to be fine on this, but you can always do that later too. All right, now we're going to sew our other shoulder. So we're going to flip those two so they're right sides together, and we're going to match the shoulder and the neckline like that, see? And then we're going to stitch it. Same thing at 3/8 of an inch. Open it up so you can see it. There's that finished neckline. How nice is that? Looks good. Turn it so you can kind of see it like this. Okay? Pops a little here. And then it's always good, like I said, to press it so that everything kind of lays flat like it should, so that it looks normal. But it should stretch to get over the head, should work out nicely. All right. Now let's put the sleeves on. So again, we're gonna kind of open it up like this. Got our neckband on there. And we're gonna take one of our sleeves here and find the middle. And we're gonna lay it flat. Middle matching the shoulder seam, like this. And then we're gonna stitch it starting up here at the top and around, and then around. So it's a flat method of stitching it. And it's just easier to do than trying to put your sleeve on after your seams, your side seams have been sewn. So again, we're gonna stitch at 3/8 of an inch, and then as you go, you're just gonna kind of adjust that sleeve to fit along the material. Trying to keep it centered so it's not off kilter, and stretching it a little bit as you go. So it fits exactly to the sleeve, so it fits exactly to the nightgown. So you can kind of see it like that. Okay, now let's do the other one. It's just a lot faster to do this method for sleeves. Okay, we're gonna find the center of our sleeve here. Pin the center. Now if you want, you could definitely pin the sleeve all the way up. That's fine. I'm not doing that just to save some time for me. In the beginning I used to do that for sure, but I was still figuring out how to sew. And I always suggest using pins. There's a lot of good that comes from using a good pin. There we go. So now we have both sleeves on. So we're going to open it up here. You can see both sleeves are on. And here's kind of what it looks like now. Okay. Another thing that I often will do is I will put like a little piece of vinyl in here that tells me what size this is. I don't always do that, but a lot of time that I will. Just so that they also know that this is the back. I have, let's see what I've got in my little envelope here. I don't know that I have the right size this time. Oh, I do. I have some. So here's I have little pre-made ones. And I'll just literally iron that on there. And then that helps me know what the front and the back is as well. And then it helps my kids be able to identify the front and the back. So another good thing, if you don't want to do that or you don't have vinyl, you could do the same thing we did with the shorts and put like a little tag in it so everybody knows what the front is and what the back is. Let it sit for a bit. Okay, now we're going to sew our side seams and our sleeves. So to do that, we're going to put right sides together again. And I'm going to try and get this all on the camera, but sometimes it doesn't work out. So here's the neck, here's my sleeve, and then here's my side seam. So we're going to stitch all the way down, just one long continuous stitch. So we're going to start at the sleeve, 3/4 of an inch, or excuse me, 3/8 of an inch. And then as I go, I just match up those raw edges. And then I want the seam under my armpit, right, where my sleeve and my nightgown meet. I want them to match. And typically I have my seams coming down. I think it's a little more comfortable to wear. But it's just one long stitch. And it can feel like it's going on forever. And same thing, I'm just matching up those raw edges. Okay, so you can kind of see how that looks there. Got those threads. Just like that. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing on the other side, and then we're going to hem the sleeves and hem the base of the nightgown, and we're done. All right, there is my nightgown so far. It's looking cute, isn't it? Okay, now we're going to hem the sleeves, and that's easy. I'm just turning them in about an inch, and I'm just going to stitch around that bottom edge. And again, because this is a knit fabric, I don't have to finish the edge. I for sure could, not gonna. Just stitching around and do a little back stitch. And then cut my threads here so I don't have a bunch of long threads. And there's my sleeve. Do the same thing on the opposite side here. So there's my 2 sleeves done. Now we're gonna do the base, the hem at the bottom. Okay, and it's actually kind of easier if I turn it right side out or wrong side out. Yeah. And I'm gonna do, again, about an inch. And I want it to match best I can. And then you can press it, and that'll help you kind of make sure the seam allowance stays the same on both sides. Just a little, it kind of gives it just a crease in the material, so you can kind of see that crease, and then you can kind of gauge. But again, I'm not going to hem it, or I'm not going to add any seam finishes at the bottom. Right? This is just the raw. Excuse me. And I'm just going to sew it one giant circle. There we go. Our giant circle is sewn on the hem. Turn everything right side out. Let's unplug this bad boy so we can see a little better here. And this is a good time to press your seams so everything looks really nice. But here's my nightgown. And then here's a lot simpler than you thought. Not as many steps. Hopefully a couple of those steps with the sleeve and the neckline made things a little bit easier. But just a really cute, comfy, simple project that works for all ages, up to age 12. So yeah, make sure you check out the link in the description so you can go grab your copy of the pattern. It will take you to the step-by-step photo tutorial, so that will help you in following along a little bit easier. Sometimes videos seem to go too fast for people, but you can follow that. You can print the pattern. Make sure if you have any questions or concerns or comments, go ahead and leave them down in the description. And I guess we will see you next time.